What's going on, boys? It's day number 13 of reading through the book of Mark. Today is Christmas Eve. I hope that everyone has had a great season leading up to the most amazing time of the year, tomorrow being the day we're always looking forward to, Christmas Day. I know I am looking forward to it. It has just been an amazing Christmas, and I hope that everyone has had a chance to spend time with family, or if you haven't, and if you're planning to spend time with family, I encourage you to just share some laughs and loves with those who know you well, and whether that's one person or many. I pray that you all would be blessed with so much of God's love this Christmas season, whatever situation you're in right now. So chapter 13, I'm going to read a short set of verses at the end of it, and this is in a particular response, a long response that Jesus gives about the end times. And this comes from a conversation that he has with John, Andrew, Peter, and James, talking about the temple and the stones of this temple, talking about how Jesus says that these stones will be thrown down and moved. And Jesus intrigues John and Andrew to say, well, tell us more. And so this long response that Jesus gives is just so incredible. And I want to hone in more on this last section, talking about the day and hour unknown. And I think this is a question that a lot of us ask at times about when God is going to move, when things are going to happen in our lives. And I think this section points back to what we can expect from how God will move in our lives. So verse 32 through 37 says, "But about the day and hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It's like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with their assigned task, and tells the other one at the door to keep watch. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the rooster crows or at dawn. If he suddenly comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone, watch." So I chose this section because it really just stood out to me in a way that, a lot of us, at least myself, ask the question, God, when are these things going to happen? You may have someone tell you that, you're doing a great job, or you may have a mentor encouraging you, but maybe deep down, in your soul, you're just still kind of feeling confused. You're still feeling as though, you're not sure how God's going to move in your life. And I think this section points out not just about the end times, but it really should remind us that God is always at work. And I think what God would want us to do is accept his word. God the Father is the only one who knows when these times will come. It could be tomorrow, it could be in a year, it could be in 10 years, it could be in 100 years. We don't know. But I think what we can expect from this is a aspect of beginning to trust in him and spreading the gospel. But this can be tough at times. This can be very tough. My encouragement that I wrote down in my Bible or in my notes was stand on guard, have patience as you wait for the time, know his word before it is too late. So my encouragement out there to you, especially on this Christmas season, as you prepare for Christmas Day tomorrow, whatever you're doing, whether you're spending time with family or friends or loved ones, know that Christmas is about Jesus. The origin of the Christmas season starts with the birth of Jesus. And I think the one thing he wants us to do is to not be afraid. That phrase is mentioned 365 times in the Bible. Do not be afraid. We have a lot of questions in this world. God, when's this going to happen? God, when are you going to do this? God, when are you going to do that? Maybe instead of asking God, when are you going to do this? Maybe it's more of, what can I do to be more prepared for when this thing happens? Because Jesus has said this will happen. Jesus made a lot of these predictions and they came true. And so if he made this prediction and it hasn't happened yet, that goes to show that it's going to happen. But there's no time frame. There's no date given. It's like saying, you don't know when you're going to die, but you know it's going to happen. You don't know when your time is up in this world. You don't know when your earthly life will be over. So you're given so many, time frames, but the exact day that you go and the exact day that decision is made is unknown, only by God himself. So I think the best thing we can do is trust trust in his word. This chapter is so powerful. I highly encourage you to go back and read This section, there's so much that said. This section really spoke out to me this morning. It's just an incredible morning. It's about 50 degrees out here in Orlando, and I want to go ahead and read today's daily prayer. Focus over here. And so I hope it encourages you as you go out on this Christmas Eve. Today, we're reading in the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 6, which is titled Deity to Babe. To us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be on his shoulders. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Jesus, you are my light and my salvation. I pray that you would be glorified in my life. Help me to embrace humility like you did in a deity to babe. Show me the ways I resist walking as you did. Help me, through your Spirit, to recognize the change those things in me that do not align with your principles. You showed the way, giving everything to accomplish the will of the Father. I ask that you would do this in me as well. So I think the Christmas season is one of the best times of the year. It's one of my favorite times of the year just because I love all of the times getting to spend with family and friends and the decorations. But I think most importantly, the one thing that's really spoke out to me this year is the coming of Christ into this world. You know, I've had celebrated so many Christmases in my life, but as I've gotten older, I've really started to recognize that Christmas isn't just about the giving of presents. It's not about just seeing all the trees and the lights. I mean, those are great, but it's about the Spirit. It's about the time of remembering of what happened, what great event occurred on that day all those years ago. I hope you guys have a great Christmas Eve, and I'm so encouraged to see you all tomorrow, Christmas Day. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you then. Peace out, boys.